Did I say, at some point, doesn't Biden have to say this son thing is not working out well?
He is back, man. This is the Trump I wanted to see because I missed out on this the first go round. I was not paying attention to Trump when he was running for president or when he was starting to be vocal when it was time for him to run in 2016. I was not around. Now I'm here, baby, and I'm checking them out. The reason why I wasn't around, yeah, I was around, obviously, 44 years old. I was here in America, but everything that I was watching was left field, was everything telling me that Trump was a bad dude, that Trump grabbed people by the vaginas and that he was racist and that he didn't like black people and that he called every place that was other than the U.S. a poop hole country, which he did not. He did not say that. It's just a whole bunch of BS that was fed to my side then, and I was like, man, F Trump. I don't like him either. Only one thing I will say about Trump is I don't understand why he's trying to get people to get that, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
But I'm not letting it happen either. We have a president whose son's laptop from hell gets taken over and exposes massive corruption like nobody's seen before. And then the FBI goes and convinces the media that it's all nonsense. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. All disinformation. They say, don't worry about that. Let's go after Trump. Trump. Let's get Trump.
Oh, that's all. That's their go-to move right there. Let's get Trump. Let's go after Trump. We got to shut down Trump. Let's go Trump. That's their whole game plan, bruh.
I sold something in New Hampshire. I said, you know, the son goes to the father. He says, you know, Dad, they got the craziest guy. He's running this store to fix laptops, and I gave him my laptop, and he's really gone wild, Dad. He's saying bad things about me, really bad. He's saying bad stuff, but what's he saying, son? Tell me, what's he saying? What do they say about me? Well, it's exposed every single crime that you've ever committed, Dad. Did I say, at some point, doesn't Biden have to say this son thing is not working out well? I mean, if you think, you guys are great politicians. At some point, don't you sort of say, like, this whole deal with the son, with Hunter, it's not working out great.
No, it's not at all. And I blame Ronald Reagan for putting crack in the streets. And now Hunter Biden is on crack. Hunter Biden got caught up in this whole thing, and now he is a victim of the crack epidemic.
Not working out great. We have an FBI and a Justice Department that raids a very secure Mar-a-Lago in Florida, placed under lock and key with additional locks added at their request. But then they want nothing to do with Biden's garage, where classified documents are strewn all over a wet floor. You know, anybody know much about garages? Those floors get very damp and wet, so you can just imagine. And then it turned out today, they just announced that house was used as Hunter Biden's office to deal with foreign countries. Can you believe it? Oh, you didn't hear that? They got a bigger charge than I thought. Most people, they're so used to this corruption, there's not much of a charge. You go, yes, 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 every day in America has become April Fool's Day. This is what it feels like, because I could go over, I could do this all day long. We could say things. It's just the opposite. They do just the opposite of common sense.
He said they do just the opposite of common sense. Man, where's this guy been? He's been lying low and just chilling, man. He just popped up out of nowhere and started speaking on everything, and I love it. The next couple of months is going to be fun if Trump continue to put out videos. Yes, it will be.
But he's basically a man of common sense. I think we all are. We're men of common sense and women of common sense, because this is really common sense. It's not about party. They're doing things that destroy our country, that are so obvious. 2 years ago, we had that great energy independence, and it was surrendered for no reason. South Carolina families are paying over 50% more for gasoline than they were when I left office, and it's actually much higher than that. We were at $1.87 a gallon.
Well, Corinne Jean-Pierre says,
the reality is we have seen the fastest decline in gasoline prices in over a decade.
And now, think of it, now we're at $4, $5. California's still at $7.
Who can afford that?
But it's going up. You know, they use the National Reserve. I filled up the National Reserves. I did that because we had so much. I made one miscalculation. I got them so incentivized. They were producing so much gasoline, they were going to all go out of business. And the prices were going down. Remember when it was you could get a barrel of oil for nothing, and they'd give you $37, but you had to take it away. So it was no good for the Wall Street guys, because they're like carrying barrels of oil.
Do me a favor. If you hear any lies being told in this, please point them out. If he tells more than 5 lies in this, I will stop checking out his speeches. But the thing is, the reason why he's having so much fun with this is because he can literally compare notes of today's administration against his own administration, where the country was when he was in office and where the country is now. And when he draw those comparisons, it's like night and day, and it can be backed up with fact. This is the type of stuff you'll be talking about in the locker room. How you whooped his ass. Oh, they fired me and made him the quarterback now. They made him the QB. When I was the QB, we were winning all our games. Now look at y'all QB now. Yeah, I'm back, baby. Make me the QB again. Let's go. Go to this website that's above me so that you can ask about this bang bang tea that's beside me, okay? And I will make sure that I get back to you personally. I got to go and mail out the orders that came in the last couple of days. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. I really appreciate you.
But we had a period of time, but we were producing it like never before. And we created something that nobody's ever seen. We would have been at a level that nobody's ever seen before. But just as I did before, I will unleash America's vast energy resources. Those guys can start up quickly. It will also, by the way, knock the hell out of inflation. You know, inflation was caused by energy. Energy is very, very big, very powerful, very all-invasive. This is a big thing, energy. And when you're a chef and you're cooking, or when you have a store and you're doing something, or when you're sending trucks around to deliver things, or whatever you're doing, it's so much energy. The cost of the energy. And that cost was up 50, 60, 70%, 80%. It was going up like crazy. And don't forget, it's artificially known. Now it's starting to inch up again very rapidly, actually, because he took the strategic national reserves that I built up, and he took everything out. And now it's at the lowest level. I just read that it has been in 40 years, 42 years. So this is crazy. That's supposed to be used for war, for our protection. It's not supposed to be used to get gasoline prices down for an election, which is what they did. Well, thank you. I love you too.
Hey, he can do it with the best of them, man.
But we handed Biden a great economy, the fastest economic recovery ever recorded. It was the fastest ever recorded. But now families are being crushed, with real wages down 21 months in a row. 21 months in a row. As president, it will be my personal mission to put a secure middle-class lifestyle within the reach of every single South Carolina family, and we'll do it easily. We're going to beat inflation rapidly. You know, the one thing is it's not as easy as it would have been, because it was what caused it was energy. Now everything is causing inflation, Henry, everything. But to beat inflation, we will stop the government spending insanity. $1.7 trillion just approved, and we'll rebuild the greatest economy in the history of the world. And I did it before, and I'll do it again, and it won't even be difficult. It's not even going to be difficult.
He is chilling, man. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. It won't even be difficult, man. I'm going to get in this thing. I'm going to knock it out the park. Y'all gonna be happy that you voted for me. You're gonna be pissed off that you had this guy in office for another 4 years, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. You know what I mean? You take your spanking, you get up and you keep moving forward. I'm gonna get in the office. When y'all vote for me, just make sure that y'all get me back in office, and I will fix this. My question is, why are people going to look past his record and just go off of his, I guess, temperament and deny everything he's saying right now? Because a lot of people are going to do that. They're going to look at it and they're going to be like, nah, because you're still an ass. You're racist to me because you're this and you're that. You was talking about put up a wall. That's so mean. That's so mean. Immigration wasn't the worst. It's the worst it's ever been.
And we will be respected, because we were respected as a country. You know, they did a poll that I wasn't as popular in Germany as Obama. Of course I wasn't, because, I mean, if anybody that wins those polls is not doing a good job for the United States. We both got big crowds, but they wanted to see who's more popular. And the German people, great people, they said, this guy has really beaten us up. No, we make them pay because they took advantage of us on trade, and so does every country. There's not a country that didn't. But we renegotiated USMCA, we renegotiated all of our trade deals, and making a fortune. And the greatest deal I made, I can't even talk about it. It's the deal we made with China. the farmers took in $50 billion worth of purchases where they were taking in nothing. And I got $28 billion from the Chinese to give to our farmers because they took advantage of our farmers for years. And I got them to pay $28 billion directly to our farmers. And nobody...
It seems like the farmers need that now because they are either not growing chickens and chicken coops are being set on fire. Is it chicken coops that's being set on fire or chicken manufacturing? I don't know what it is, but it's like a whole bunch of chickens are being killed out there. Some chickens got past the line that they knew was messed up. And now farmers are talking about it now like, yo, this is the first year we've ever gone without our chickens laying any eggs.
Nobody believed that was possible. And on the border, I really like the president of Mexico, who happens to be a socialist, you know. We've missed socialism because our Democrat Party and others, they never stopped. You know, the train never stopped. It's supposed to stop at socialism. It just passed. So we're down to Marxism and communism, okay? It never stopped. But I said to him, President, we have to have 28,000 soldiers guarding our border. He said, we can't do that. I said, you have to do that. And I said, 28,000 soldiers. And we also have to stay in Mexico. Everybody has to stay in Mexico. I can't do that. You got to do that. Then he sent a representative. He laughed at me when I said it. He said, no, we can't do that. We won't do that. I said, you have to do it. And if you don't do it, we're going to charge you a 25% tax on every single product you sell to the United States. And he said, could I get back to you in 5 minutes? I'd like to make one call. I think that might have been to the president. And he made the call. And he said, it would be our honor to give you 28,000 free soldiers. It would be our great, great honor to allow you to have stay in Mexico for millions of people. Millions and millions of people. You remember that one. Unlike Biden, who's wasting hundreds of billions of dollars on the Green New Deal, I will send South Carolina the world-class infrastructure that you truly need. Just as I ensured that Charleston was the deepest water port on the East Coast. We took care of it. That was us, right?
How come people can't get by the fact that they don't like him, but consider the overall well-being of the entire nation and compare notes of what Trump has done and what Biden has done and just go from there? What's the issue with people being so sensitive that they aren't even willing to bet on the person who they know will do a better job? I have no clue as to why people do that, and that's why I'm asking y'all. Why would Americans just completely disregard everything about this nation, all that's good about it, and say, you know what? I'm not voting for him because he gets on my nerves. I just don't like him. I want to see him lose again. As a matter of fact, not only do I want to see him lose again, I want him to be arrested. He need to be arrested, and we need to vote somebody else in office that we know will not do a good job, so that, and if they do a good job or not, we don't care. Like anybody who understands what he has done so far and still go and vote for Biden, man, come on now. They just all about their team winning. They don't care about the rest of the country at all.
We took care of it. We got the best, the deepest. You know, we had a sign up there that said, dig we must. Forget about everything. Dig we must. They're saying, oh, no, there was a snail there. I said, that's all right. We'll work that out.
That's true. Trump gave the wall, half of the wall, because are they using the wall now, or are they building on the wall? Are they adding to the wall, or did they tear it down? It's something like that. But then when all of the immigrants started to come over from every single country possible, they just started taking them and just dumping them off. Boop, D.C., New York, California, Texas, Florida. Put them here, put them there, put them there, put some there, put some there, put some there, in the woods, in the store. And like they just put them every daggone where. Come on, man. This is crazy.
But you have the deepest port by far on the East Coast, and that was a big thing. I assume that had a big, that's great, right?
He is necessary. That's just how I feel. The wall is insignificant because the borders are opened up. Yes. They're fixing the previous admin mistakes, according to KJP. Karine Jean-Pierre has not told the truth ever since she has been backing Joe Biden. But how difficult is her job? Think about that. Please understand that she probably has the most difficult job in the White House. She probably has the most difficult job in the White House because Look who she has to go and take up for every single day. Please make sure y'all go to this website, lfrfamily.com, so that you can check out this Bang Bang tea and just ask me about it. Fill out the form, ask me about it, and then purchase some, please. Okay, it will help out the channel like crazy.